pleasure.
Nah,
Can't
man.
really say much about that.
Yo, man, I want to have a conversation with her so bad, yo.
She said she en route.
Who, Grace?
Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay. I want to have a conversation with her so bad on that shit, man. All right, so 2020 predictions. Let's get it. Guilty pleasure, my ass. What's your 2020?
Today.
Huh?
Today my sister's birthday.
Which one?
Nadine.
Oh, word. So what's the guilty pleasure you're going with, man? I mean guilty pleasure. The prediction.
Yo, I'm gonna go with the Tekashi shit. I'm gonna go with I'm definitely gonna go with man. 2020 may be soon, but 2020, 2021, we're gonna see a black NFL owner.
Okay, so you're coming with that and the Tekashi. I'm coming with Trump and net neutrality. I think net neutrality is going away in 2019. I mean 2020. Yo, man, I just had to pay a grip of money on my fucking phone bill, yo. Figure this shit out, man. Motherfucking Justin, yo. Yo, did you see the Lakers
Lose?
Yeah.
I didn't watch all of it, but I was back and forth on it.
We going live, y'all. Very soon we're going live. In about 9 minutes, we're gonna be going live for the radio and then live for you. All right, 2020 predictions. That's what we're coming with. 2020 predictions for based off of what we saw and what we experienced in 2019.
Yo, what the hell Slick Rick wearing, man? Do those Wallies got hills on them, or what, yo?
Slick Rick is doing, man. Little crack.
Nope.
Alright, so we got to probably put it a different way for you and
Why?
you and Grace to make sure y'all both in the shot.
Just slide it down. We'll put it like that.
Yo, be careful, B. Be careful, B. Got my ginkgo biloba.
Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba.
And my chaga mushroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you was about to say yeah. No, I thought you was saying yes. Oh.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I had another one though. Y'all. Wait, the NFL owner. Damn.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, y'all stay tuned. We 2020 predictions. We're gonna be live real soon. Let's get these mics right. Yeah, got a lot of 2020 predictions, really, man. But the two major ones are definitely two major ones are definitely ending of net neutrality. Because I don't think people realize how serious that is. I think people are like, yeah, alright, that's, that's a thing, but it's not really a thing. I think net neutrality is going to be probably one of the biggest topics of the debate. Or like even when Trump, I believe, gets reelected later on, like the next debate of who becomes president, net neutrality is going to be a big issue, a big topic. What are we doing about that? Oh yes, nah. See that's some bullshit.
I'm just saying, fam. I got like a lot of things that I used to look at, man. That I used to be so optimistic on, and all of the stuff, yo. That I'm just like, I don't know, man. My attitude now is just like, yo, we lost. We lost.
So you think we lost, like, there's just no...
We lost everything, man. We lost, yo. Our people are lost. Everything is just lost. All hope is lost.
All hope?
All hope of anything. You know, I mean, like I said, man, one of my biggest things is, like, we gotta get to the 8 and under. We gotta get to the 8 and under, man, to be able to make some type of impact, man. The children that are 8 and under, yo, to be able to flip this thing around. Other than that, nope.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could be so, I don't know if I could be so...
Yes, ma'am. The downstairs door is locked.
I don't know why they always do that shit.
0510.
No, 142 star.
nope. 142 star. Yep, 142 star.
Just hold on. Make sure she got it.
Okay, all right.
She got it? I don't know why them Mexicans be doing that. That's who doing it. Mom, like, motherfucker, Alright. We about to go live.
Think she got the code to that door?
I don't know. If you want to call, tell us 0510.
I'll get it for her.
Yo,
hey.
What up?
You know I'm late when Remedy beat me here.
She already know
You're
now.
damn right.
She already know now. She's like, shit.
I could not get out of bed. I ain't go to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness, me too. Even a little bit later, me too.
Really?
Yeah. We're gonna do 2020 predictions. What we
snap.
predicting?
Oh snap.
We predicting. I already predicted Tekashi 6ix9ine is gonna make a comeback and have a successful career, even after
Yeah,
his
okay.
BS. Hey,
Yeah.
some people are calling
And
for
R.
him
Kelly
already.
is gonna get off
Hey, that
on
could
all
be it.
charges.
That, hey.
Uh,
And I predicted 2020, maybe 2021 though. It's gonna be black NFL owners.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
that actually might be a really true thing right there.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Well, no, I'm talking about Tekashi.
Oh,
You got some people calling for him to come back already.
you can't be serious.
K. Michelle,
You can't be
one of them,
serious.
said she
yeah.
can't wait to do music with him.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's on his property.
He's snitching behind.
Yo, I got a way to catch my audio now. Yo, man, I'm so souped about this, bro. It was so easy, man. So now, from now on, I can take this audio, give it to Justin, he'll put the audio behind the YouTube. So our audio will sound like it did when it was coming out the Mevo. Because out the Mevo, it sounds straight like it come out the mic.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So right now, when you listen to it, it's coming out of these cameras. But but that Mevo, man, that security camera footage looking shit,
So it'll be different.
it'll sound like it's usually
to
sounds.
sound.
You know what I'm saying? It usually doesn't sound like it's been sounding the last few weeks. Alright, about to go live. This is like the best breakup song right here, man. That's what this song is. You don't even know it. You're breaking that girl heart.
Am I right?
Going hot. 94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city and home of the Juan Castillo Morning Show. Good morning, New Haven. This is Moving Target, and I am your host, Jake Kemp. And with me, as always, is my comrade, Remedy Sharif.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Came in a little crackly,
Hold up,
but
though.
Grand Rising.
What's the Grand Rising? I know what Grand Rising is, but you're thinking Super Saturday.
But
What
we're going to
happened?
go into the Super Saturday, but Grand Rising first. You know, welcome everybody. Wake on up, get on up, feel good. Moving Target.
Okay, all right, no doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt. Switch it up. We can
Yeah.
switch it up. Did you
Yeah.
ever contact the DJ over at the other station? Let him know he stole your,
Nah, I never got a chance to
Super
get in touch
Saturday?
with them brothers. I reached out, but got no feedback. So
Okay.
I sent another text message
It's like, man, we don't
letting
need to
them
work.
know. But
We are not even set. Oh, let me stop.
yeah, but yeah, you know.
They a little small time podcast.
Yeah, man.
But that's what's up, man. How was your holidays? Good?
Well, I mean, it was good being off work a little bit
No
and
doubt.
being able to sit back and see some folks and
And
love with
relax.
some folks and
You
yeah.
don't, so you
do
don't
all
believe
them
in
things.
Santa?
Well, I'm telling you, the Fat Jolly Man. No, real talk, right? So I told one of the kids. I said, "Look, Santa's not real, right?" Kids start acting out, and going crazy and stuff. And then the kid was like, "Yes, Santa is. Yes, Santa is." So I said, "Listen, as a matter of fact, you ain't even got no chimney in your house. So where's Santa gonna come from?" The baby said, "My mama told me Santa gonna come down the vents."
Yeah.
True story. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be. I'm already that parent. I'm already that parent that told my kid early. You know what I mean? I told Zoe like when she was, I don't know, maybe 2. As soon as she could say Santa, I was like, there is no Santa.
Yeah. Yo, you got to, because how we gonna chastise our kids for lying when you build them on lies?
Right, exactly.
Setting them up early.
So I also want to, of course, welcome our guests and consistent guests. So our friend of the show, Grace the Stallion. What's up?
Got my name and all.
See,
Good
already,
morning,
right?
y'all.
Did he?
More of the
Was that
time,
kind
man.
of? That was a little shaky, right? That was shaky.
Okay.
I usually get a beautiful, nice.
I got like-
Yeah,
He
man.
getting tired of me now. I'm just old. He
Nah,
like,
man.
and her, welcome.
I got our boy Justin's not here, so I'm like controlling 4 different things
Oh,
right
you
now.
doing
You know what I mean?
everything.
What's up though? How'd your Christmas?
My Christmas was awesome. I cooked a huge dinner.
Oh, so you cooked? What'd
I
you-
cooked everything.
Really?
Everything.
So you hosted at your house?
Yes, I did.
That's what's up.
We're gonna have to start getting some
We had
invites.
everything.
Yeah, I'm about
Candy
to say.
yams.
Ah, she
candy.
bought it dope food.
We had everything. Man, they tore that food down.
It's all gone.
They came back the next day and ate it all up.
I-
Yo, people.
I know that's right.
Yeah. Came back the next day and tore it down.
That's right.
That's what's up,
That's
though.
a
But it was
beautiful
awesome.
thing.
My son is here from college, so it was nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I had my
That's beautiful.
babies with me.
Word.
So we're gonna have a great show, man. It's a pretty much.
We always do.
Yeah, we always do. We always do. This show right here is gonna be a little different because we're gonna kind of recap some things in 2019 since we're at the end of the year. But
Oh,
before we even
he's
do that, you
20.
mentioned your son coming home from college, and I was reading that in the last 8 years, the number of college students in the United States has fallen by 10%.
Oh God.
And while public and private 2- and 4-year colleges are affected, the largest declines are in the private for-profit sector.
Yep.
Notably, a report released Monday said fall enrollment fell by 1.6% compared to last year and dipped below 18 million students for the first time in this decade.
And you know why?
Yeah, tell what do you think about that?
Finances.
No
Because
doubt.
we're going through that right now. He has a $7,000 bill that he has to pay off in order to enroll for next semester, and we're all like, how? They don't give him any loans because he doesn't have any credit. So he needs a co-signer for everything. But then your co-signer has to have A1 credit. So it's like you're not giving these kids a chance. How's he
Right.
supposed to go to school? He's in a private school. It's expensive.
Yeah.
He has a lot of scholarships to pay for most of it, but he still has a balance
Right.
out of all that money of $7,000.
So do you think that's a good thing though? Like not a good thing that you can't afford it. Is it a good thing that more students are now not going to the schools because that possibly leads them to find other ways to get a education that's not filtered through a biased lens?
No, because sometimes it deters them and they don't want to do nothing, period. Because a lot of kids are taught that that is the way. That
Right.
is the only
Right.
way.
True.
So
True.
they can't do that. They're like, well, what I'm going to do now? Just get a regular job and, go to community college or something like They
I
don't
think-
know any other way.
Yeah, I think we need, and that's partly our fault. And I think we need to be a little
Right.
more proactive with our children and teach them that there are other ways. And I love the way Dame Dash broke it down about that whole system of going to college and what they're teaching you or not teaching you, and it's putting us in financial debt. So I mean, here's a little tip though for parents with young children that might want to go to college. If that's your thing, you know, ain't gonna knock it if you want to send your kids to college and that, because you spoke about him not being able to get a loan because he doesn't have any credit.
Right.
So if your child is maybe 4, 5, 6 years old or whatever, open up a little lemonade stand for them. By the time they go to college, they've been in business for 20 years already.
Right.
18,
Teach your
15.
children from now.
They've had a business though. That's different when you're 18 and you've had a business in your name running since you was 6 years old. How many 12 years or however many years that is. You know they're gonna look at you. They're gonna give you that loan.
It depends if you have credit. If 6 years don't have credit.
And I guess if you I think what's also important is, you know, maybe not the lemonade stand exactly
Per se, right.
But I think all families, whether you're a family of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, each person needs to have an idea that you are putting into an LLC, that you are making official. So now we have a family of potential income, multiple income coming from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the education that needs to be taught off the rip. Because you're right. It's like, if we're teaching them this is the only way.
Yes.
It's like, if they're not going to school,
what am I gonna do?
I guess I'll just work 2 jobs, 3
Right.
jobs. So the idea of entrepreneurship is just not there for
Right.
a lot of young people.
And which is what I'm doing differently with my 11-year-old.
And especially
He
people
has
of
all
color.
these different ideas, and I'm like, we can do this. He's like, I want a camera. He likes gaming. And they make money from gaming. He wants to be able to record himself doing the video games.
Absolutely.
And I thought it was a dumb, crazy idea at first. And then I'm learning more and more that is really popular.
These are the classes that need to be implemented in the curriculum of education.
Right.
We need to implement the classes of, okay, we got YouTubing 101. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So true.
There's a lot of things that require you to be a YouTuber.
Absolutely.
You need to plan.
Right.
You need to plan your content. You're producing your content. You got to write your content.
That's
you
right.
got to, you know, and as you develop more, you want to bring people in to help you writers, help you social media marketers. Like, you got to do all that.
Right. They need to learn other ways of
Absolutely.
being successful.
The way that this world is, because at one point, the classrooms were intentionally designed for an industrial age. You know what I'm saying? That's why they were designed to look like that. For kids sitting here taking this test. We're not even in those ages no more.
Right.
We in an era where the whole classroom, the way we teach, needs to change completely.
Sure does. They don't teach them the basics on how to survive.
No.
The cooking classes, the how to
And a lot of them teachers never experienced that, so they don't even understand what that is even about. Talking about how to survive. They've been doing what they've been doing forever.
Right.
So it's like,
stuff we learn in school we never use.
You need ones that are already, like they said about with so much of the math, or if you're not going to be an astronaut, a lot of it don't apply.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's the percentage of kids coming out of school, or white or black, or whatever ethnicity, becoming astronauts?
But what might not apply, but is still necessary to teach, is we should be teaching coding. That should be coding should be just as much taught as like basic math and English.
Right.
Like our kids, we might not pick up coding at all, but our kids at 5, 6 years old, they could already be learning coding.
Right.
You know, and we're going to get into a little bit of some of the predictions I have of 2020.
Right.
Why the learn for our kids to learn coding, learn algorithms. Algorithms are the new species.
Right.
We're literally being controlled in a lot of ways by algorithms.
Absolutely.
And we're not learning any of that. Meanwhile, we're trying to own sports teams, but we're not owning algorithms, which is where real power is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But we're going to get into 2020 predictions. But you mentioned college, and I'm like, man, there's more and more kids just not choosing to go to college.
That's the number one reason.
Which
finance.
I don't think it's finance. And I don't think that's a problem if your option is to now learn informal education.
Right.
You know, in an informal way. You know what I'm saying? But if your option is to now get 2 jobs so you could just make ends meet and support that, place that you have or whatever lifestyle you're living, it's like now you're just becoming a slave.
And a lot of people that are in jobs or careers, a lot of them that have the experience Some of them don't have the textbook education
Right.
of some
And
of
they don't
these
ever get
careers,
paid what they're
but the
worth.
ones that have the experience are usually the best at those
Sure
jobs
are.
and at those careers.
Sure are.
They're the best because you done walked it, you done lived it in some capacity.
But they
And-
never give them what they're worth because they
Nah.
don't have that piece of paper. I
Yeah.
have experienced it. I know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All the experience in the world doesn't mean anything if you don't
Yeah.
have paper.
No,
It's
it's
crazy.
not. It's not. Well, it doesn't. You know, it really doesn't. But I think the school system, the college system, the college way is so much of a business now
It is.
that your network is really your net worth.
Mhm.
And so, if you don't have that paper, you should be doing your due diligence
That's
to
right.
create
Get out
that
there.
network.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of young people don't
Yes.
even learn either, which is another 21st century skill that needs to be taught.
Networking is the best.
And they
thing
knew that by they knew that only the quote unquote upper echelon or the upper class
Yeah.
would be able to send their kids to college comfortably. They know everybody else would be struggling and end up
Struggling.
back in debt. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
And trying to pay off these bills. So
Right.
it's done strategically.
It is.
You know.
It's a game.
Generational wealth, man. That's what we got to focus on. So 2020 predictions. We are going over this because there's a lot of things that went down in 2019, from pop culture to politics to
Ooh.
so many things, man. And I believe a lot of what we saw happen in 2019, and not just to the people, but I mean even to us individually. Whatever we went through in 2019 is the precedent, is the catalyst of what's about to happen in 2020. You know what I'm saying? So don't look at 2019 like, oh man, this was a terrible year.
Right.
Now 2020 is gonna be terrible. Nah, it sets you up for a clear vision, right? But that is also the case for us as a country, us as black people. You know what I
Right.
mean? We could look
Right.
at 2019 and really see where we're headed in 2020.
Yeah.
For a lot of things
If you're
that
paying attention.
happen. If you're paying attention.
Yeah.
And if you
Are-
want to change.
If you want to change.
Right.
Are you gonna open up the phone lines early? Can we have people
Yeah, you
call
know
in
what?
early
We can
and
open
with
up.
their 2020 predictions
No
as
doubt.
well? All
So
right.
call us up with your 2020
That's gonna be
predictions
fine.
based off of what you saw in 2019. 203-562-9430. We want to know, what do you think is going to happen in 2020? Or what do you think is going to start happening in 2020 and get in maybe become even more moving forward? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this could be good or bad. It doesn't always have to be bad. Mine are pretty bad.
I don't know.
I go from mine are. You know what I mean? But we'll start with you, Rev. What's your 2020? What's your first 2020?
Well, I
prediction?
mean, for my first 2020, and then like you said, maybe starting to happen in 2020, maybe going to 2021. My first one I'll go with is I believe that we're gonna have some black NFL owners.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's gonna.
Jay Z will be the first
I think
one.
he said it all.
I mean, yo. And he's as good as guest as anybody. You know what I mean? He looks like he has an inside track. You already sitting
He
with
tap
Roger
danced the
Goodell.
most.
Yeah,
No,
yo. I mean, it looked like he did a little shuffling. You know what I mean? Pants at the ankles. You know, so
I think he walked a fine line between I'll help your image. You gotta. I scratch your back.
You scratch
You
mine,
know what I
right.
mean? I think he walked
Right.
a fine line of doing that.
right.
Probably
Right.
did.
So you think we're gonna have some more NFL owners?
I have some people of color, man. I think we're gonna break through.
What do you think that will change about the culture of NFL?
I think the ones that become it's hard, right? Because they're still sitting in the seats with different people. But I think we're gonna start to see the things that we care about become more implemented, put in the face of the masses. It'll become the norms to have players doing different things in the communities that's really making a difference and making change. And even though they are now, I think it'll be more visible. You know what I mean? I think it'll become something that's mainstream now to be able to see these different works and these different things being done.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could definitely see some shift happening, but as long as you have Jerry Joneses out there and you know what I mean, I don't know, man. I will always think football.
Bob Crafts.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I will always think of these owners as ones that's tolerating this new influx of black owners, and I don't think the culture ultimately will change. It's almost like America.
I agree.
I think but see, I think they're gonna have no choice now. They're gonna have no choice because we are infiltrating everything on a major level. We're infiltrating everything, and you know, in that sense of it, it's like you're gonna stop playing with us. This is what we look at the players, man. It's like an overwhelming majority of the players. How many percentage black players on the football
That's
field?
always been.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So, but now a lot of them are starting to think for themselves, and a lot of them starting to say
We
that.
always be at the lower level while they sitting up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been right because we've never seen an owner, just like we never seen a black president. It was always that thing where it was
and
like,
then the
And
black
that was
president
one
came
and
through
done.
and he ain't doing anything.
I mean, that's to be
Hey.
said. That's to be
All right.
spoke for. But
Hey.
a lot of the things that he tried to do and implemented was blocked.
Yeah, they shut him
They
down.
shut him
at
down from
every
doing
angle.
a lot of things, man.
Okay,
and
well,
kept-
we're not going to get into that.
Right.
And I would suggest that everybody go and listen to the Claude Anderson interview on Breakfast Club, Powernomics, author of Powernomics, and, you know, he broke down a lot of what Obama really just didn't do. Now, what those things were he was trying to pass, I've never seen him go and push an initiative specifically for black people that he tried to pass. I've seen him take away funding from black colleges. I've seen the unemployment go up. I've seen a lot of things like that. But I've seen him go hard for the LGBTQ and all that, which is cool. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying my recommendation is people go and do their own research so they can think for themselves on that.
and who's that?
Claude Anderson.
Claude Anderson.
But my thing is to the black owners, I say that as an example because just because we have black owners in the NFL, how does that necessarily mean that their intention will be to change the culture? Because their intention could be, okay, now we at the cool table.
No, I mean, yeah, but that's very true, and I think all that depends on who it is. You know what I mean? Who's the body of people that are able to get in? If you
Well,
get,
I'm hoping J. Cole get a football team.
you know, if you get, but let's say you get Oprah spearheading it.
Oh.
But hold on.
What?
I'm about to say.
Hold on.
Is it Oprah going after
Hold
every-
on. Yeah, but listen, but look. Let's say you get Oprah spearheading it because her pockets are the biggest.
Okay.
And then you get a J. Cole that she lets in with her as one of that. Now Oprah is gonna do what Oprah do. It's mainly just her pockets, but J. Cole and people like that are gonna have the best influence. It's always about a team. It's always about a team.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say it depends on who get in. Her pockets will open it up, but if she keeps people like J. Cole around, you know, different ones
Oprah's
that's
not
able to.
keeping J. Cole.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying. Okay.
It's a good hypothetical. But
Yeah,
it's not
I mean, J. Cole, no.
Interesting.
You
You
know,
know?
I don't know, man. I don't see I really don't see anybody that would be in that position and have an influence on the culture of the NFL. I don't see no black owners. I'm just thinking about who is like extremely wealthy. If anybody, I would have to say maybe Tyler Perry, if Tyler Perry chose to even get in that arena.
Yeah, that would be dope.
If
That
he
would
chose
be
to
a
get
good
in that
one.
arena,
That would
you know
be a
what I
good
mean?
one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I feel like regardless of what you want to say about Tyler Perry, I still feel like at heart he wants to do the
Yes,
most for
right.
his position and doesn't really care, you know, who he might be pissing off or threatening based
Right.
on his power.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
But I still feel like Jay-Z would be like, oh, I'm at the cool kids table. So what y'all need? I'm here now. I
Right.
feel Diddy would be like that.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean?
No way.
Did he come in dancing? Slide all across the floor.
I can't. Blackface and all.
All right. So what's another prediction you got? I know you had a couple. Right?
Well, I mean, I feel like Tekashi 6ix9ine
Oh God.
is gonna make a full comeback into the rap industry
Oh man.
and be successful in doing it.
Oh, see,
And that's the sad part.
That-
It
that's
might
the
be
sad-
true.
because he might be true. I want to go to a phone call real quick, and I want to get back to the Tekashi because I think you're right, and it's terrible. 94.3. Good morning. Who we talking? Who's on the line? What's up, Travis? How you doing?
Travis.
Happy Kwanzaa, brother. Thank you for calling in. What's your 2020 prediction? What's your 2020 prediction? All levels. It could be
all levels, bro.
local. It could be. Yep.
Oh, that was mine. He just stole mine.
But is that your prediction? Is it your prediction that he will go?
Gotta be impeached. Gotta be.
He's going? I got a different prediction. I predict that Trump will be reelected.
What?
I do.
What?
I'm not saying that it's something I
And
want.
it's sad because it might be Trump.
But I just don't feel there's any candidates that could beat him. What's that?
He says a 50-50.
I know. Whoa, whoever's in the back, they got to
2024. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Hey, Travis, thank you for calling in, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Love you, brother.
Bye.
Yeah, to go back, I want to touch on the Trump, situation, but to go back to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Not only do I think he will come back and be accepted, but I think it's going to be a new lane for. We talked about the connection between prisons and labels and media outlets. I feel this is from police having their hip hop police, having departments that are specifically targeting hip hop artists, getting quote unquote agents to go in and infiltrate certain camps. I feel like while that's happening, labels are like, all right, who are the new people we can make millions off of, while they also become snitches, if you want to call it that. Yeah. And then it's like a cycle. It's like we're gonna bring the artist up, put him in with the police, get people arrested, bring them back into prison. It's like we making money all around.
Yeah, they gotta make it cool to be a rat.
Yeah,
that's gonna be his first hit single.
Yeah.
I'm a rat.
You heard Lil Boosie.
Who got that cheese? I'm a rat.
Lil Boosie was like, after everything happened with Lil Wayne on the plane, Lil Boosie was like, it's an epidemic. These snitches.
Epidemic.
But it is true. Like, I believe this will be an ongoing thing.
Anybody doing times, please.
And
Then you got artists like K. Michelle that's been calling for him. K. Michelle says she can't wait for him to get out. She want to do music with him already. All of these things.
She also probably wants her sales up too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
shots fired.
No, I mean I like K. Michelle, but
I love K.
Before Tekashi went in, nobody was thinking about doing a track with K. Michelle.
Right.
And a lot of times people look for you at your lowest to be like, oh, let me capitalize on the time that I got before he get big again. I don't have no connection.
Right. So let me advocate for him and let him know that it's love.
But it's sad because K. Michelle can really blow, and why do we always ignore the good, real talent?
Yeah, well, because the drama, and they came too much of the drama and chaos that comes with it.
Y'all love drama. Look at
Tekashi.
Who's love the drama? These people love the drama.
Yeah,
the dirtier you are, the higher they put you. Look at Trump. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
We love drama, so I don't understand why she isn't like top of the charts. She can blow.
Yeah. I think with K. Michelle, it's just I think the transition from reality hip hop, loving whatever she was in. What was she
loving hip hop?
Was she was loving hip hop? Or was it Basketball Wives?
No, loving hip hop.
It was loving hip hop. So
she ain't no wife.
Well, yeah, I know. So I think the transition from that to music probably didn't benefit her in the best way.
It benefited Cardi.
Different
lane though. That's hip hop. It's easy to do that going in hip hop. You know what I mean? And it's called loving hip hop.
That's
you know what I mean?
So
you've been out cussing somebody head off and going crazy, and then you're trying to sing a love ballad. It's like, nah, we don't believe
good
you.
Love, like her songs be like
we don't believe
repairing your life from a bad marriage or something like that. She sings good love songs.
No, she is a true. I think and that's why I said I don't think the transition helped her a lot, because I think the song she sings is true R&B songs.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? But I can't help but remember, how you were on the show, so it's like
I hear that.
I can see why you might be heartbroken right now and might be singing.
I can relate. She be saying the truth. These men out here now.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to go to the Tangerine Man, I think Trump will be my prediction.
Mine was he's getting up out of here.
Okay, my prediction is he's gonna be reelected.
No.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say either way about both of those, man. It's crazy because factually, both could have. Both can absolutely happen.
Yeah, but we're hoping for the positive part. He gotta go.
I don't. Both could happen, but the impeachment did not help the Democrats. The impeachment, to me, only made more people go harder for Trump. because of the fact that, yeah, he is being lynched. He is being attacked because he's the most honest president that followed through with his promises. But on paper, he did. And there's people that aren't looking at it emotionally.
Okay.
And they're looking at it on paper, and they're like,
the
wow,
things that he did on
he's a good
paper,
president.
who does it benefit? What people does what he did benefits?
Everybody, because he benefited black people.
How?
He created
Outside
more
of gas prices, how?
job growth. He gave more money to college. He restored the college funds that Obama took away. He not only for job growth, he also did the first he signed the First Step Act for prison reform.
Yeah, but somebody broke that down too. Even with the First Step Act and thing that he did, I forget who it was, man. I'm sorry. But
Louis Reed came on here, who's part of.
But they were saying
one
thing we never looked at was the percentage. Yeah, he did that, and the percentage-wise, the small percentage that's actually going to help.
But again, that's the first. No other president signed at least the first step, and that's what Van Jones and Louis Reed were saying. That this is the first step. They were even surprised that Trump signed that, and not to mention the fact
he knows
that
how to play the game.
But that's what I'm saying. Regardless of how he's doing it, if you look on paper, Trump has come through for black people.
Oh,
he just has.
I don't see that.
I don't know,
even
man.
like us.
I can't. Yeah.
No,
if
I'm
he's
not
doing
saying
anything for us, it's just to
for
keep
the black
us
vote
on his side.
That's it. But he's doing it.
And he has told more lies than any other president in history, man.
I think we might have a phone
president.
call of somebody's going to flip on me right
He's
now.
scandalous. Like, ugh.
94.3. Good morning. Good morning. Who we speaking with? Kareem, what's going on, brother?
Thank you.
That's not the paper.
Right.
Agreed.
Before he was even president.
Agreed. That's agreed. But and this is totally agreed. This is understood before he was even elected. This is some of the things that people already put him on right. But if you go on Google and see on paper during his presidency, during his administration, what has Trump done for black people? You will see a list of things that was not done under any other president. And that's just the truth. Mm-hmm. I agree.
No respect for women.
Yeah. I agree. None. And I don't, and make no mistake, I don't think he should be. Yes.
He is.
Yes.
He's divided this country more than. Woo.
That's right.
That's what
That's
I'm
right.
saying.
Hey, Kareem, thank you so much for your phone call, man. I appreciate you. You too, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, he does more for them. He does a little for us to keep us shutting up, and he does a lot for his own people. He has divided this country. Racism is at an all-time high. These white folks are more bold than they ever have been ever in every. Like, yeah. No.
I do agree that Trump, as a character, as more like for morality, he's terrible. He's the laughing stock.
You gotta have both
in the world. Like from other nation leaders who are looking at us like, this guy Trump.
Right.
But unfortunately, there are so many people in America that aren't going emotionally to the polls. They're looking at the president,
right,
and they're looking at, okay, what has he done with this, that, and they're looking at the stuff on paper. And unfortunately, he's done a good enough job to win over white America more than the president before, and more than the candidates that are trying to go against him. And that's the unfortunate part. That's why I think he's going to be reelected.
And if he's reelected, I think he's going to show his real hand. in his real face. He's been showing a lot of it in some of it, but I think that's when he's just gonna like
because his last 4 years.
Yeah, it's his last 4 years, and he's really gonna implement.
Somebody said the DJ sounds like a Trump supporter.
And that's
get him.
But one thing, and this is to them listening and to everybody listening. One thing that we need to stop doing as black people is stop being emotional about these elections.
Right.
Look at the person's policy and see what's benefiting. Because unfortunately, because I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm saying that he's going to be reelected, I'm not saying it from an emotional place. If you are from an emotional place, you'll say you're a Trump supporter, and it's like
you're looking at the facts.
Nah, I'm just looking at the facts.
Yeah.
And you know what's sad? And you know what the sad thing about it is, a lot of us too will do that and talk about these things, and then they'll still run to the poll and vote for these people that absolutely policy. I say we all need to. If Trump is running for president 2020, whatever the case may be, I think we all should just not vote and turn this whole place upside down.
Or we need
That's
to
what
be,
I'm talking
or
about,
we need
man.
to be more educated about who's running. Because if I ask people,
they don't know
who's running on the Democratic side. Biden. Okay, what's he for? Because Biden's not a good choice. I don't know. Okay, what's Andrew Yang's policy? Okay, well, I'll go with Bernie Sanders. What's Bernie Sanders' policy? We need to be educated on these
What's
things.
Kamala Harris's policy?
Well, she's out.
I know, but that's the point. They wouldn't know that.
And people were camping for
People were
her.
too happy. They was happy to see her go. I was really upset at the number of black people that were happy to see her go.
But she's not for the people either.
And that's what everybody keeps saying. But I feel like we don't support our own. Like, how do you say she's not for the people? Like, there's
only because of her track record before.
But Trump has a track record before, and
Right,
we still voted for him.
But Trump, but white America.
You're taking her past.
But what I'm saying about Kamala was just because of her past in the legal aspect. Like what she was doing with her position was locking up more black people. She was
were they innocent black people?
Well, for nonviolent offenses, which is what we're trying to decrease. And then she was also the one who was arresting parents for truancy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and Tulsi Gabbard, you know, called her out on that. And from that moment, when Tulsi Gabbard called her out, after that, Kamala never came back.
But do you see anybody any white people doing that to Trump? Like, he had a whole slew of things he was doing too before.
Oh, there was a whole bunch of white Democrats and liberals.
They didn't do that. They didn't bash him in public. They support Trump no matter what. Even they hate his guts. They support him in front of each other. Like, we don't do that.
It depends on what media. Well, as far as black people, I feel like the left side, Democrat, left, whatever you want to call it, liberal. I feel like, yes, everybody went hard on Trump. The thing is Trump's election was a response to Obama's presidency. It was white America saying, "Oh, y'all got yours.
We're gonna get ours.
We're gonna get ours."
I think
and this is why I feel like
we didn't really.
We need to stop playing.
Obama stayed neutral. Like
he
didn't
do what he was
this.
supposed to do.
He stayed neutral, which I think he did because he would have got so much heat if he would have been all pro-black.
But he got a lot of heat anyway, man. It's like, yo, get in there and go in and do something for real. Do something for the people.
Been more aggressive,
for people that suffer.
But he was trying to stay.
But that last 4 years, man, even the last 2 years, you could have done.
You could have did a lot. He could have did a
lot. With a bang.
Yeah, man.
Could have did a lot, yo, and make statements or at least make it apparent that you are trying.
He didn't come from a family of politicians and presidents like most of our presidents have. He didn't really
know. And so he's supposed to no. So he's supposed to know more, especially if you didn't come from a family of that. Right. That means you're tied into.
He didn't want to step on the wrong toes. He didn't want to do anything.
I think you're right.
They were watching his every move, so he was really on ice the whole time.
I think you're right, but in that second term, you know what I mean? I think you even had opportunities in the last 2 years to be more bold and in front of the public saying, talking initiatives for specifically black people. You know what I mean? I think Trump was at some rally not too long ago and he said that. Now, I know that Trump has the freedom and the privilege to say, I want to do this for black people without getting rocked by bad criticism. You know what I'm saying? But come on, Obama. Your last 2 years, bruh, you could have said.
And would we have supported him? We don't support each other.
Well, I think we did support Obama. I think right now, me saying anything against Obama is like blasphemy. Like,
and dumb.
And on top of that, he said Agent Orange is coming back.
Right. So I wanna quickly shift. I know we got a phone call. Let me go to this phone call real quick. 94.3.
Come on. Come on now.
Get
Put
it.
it down and let's get to it.
I hear that.
Okay. Black power. Oh, no doubt. Absolutely. There you go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. Yes.
Long time ago. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm.
That's right. Mm-hmm. They should have had a backup plan.
I agree.
Yes. Yep. And then the debates don't help.
Yeah, he doesn't have anybody strong.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And absolutely.
I know that's right.
Tell it.
Hey. You do. Can we get you?
Let us know.
Let us know. We will campaign for you.
Well,
Wow, that is a good ticket. That is a good ticket. To beat Trump, it's a good ticket.
mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. She could have, if we just should have supported her.
Yeah. I think it would have been.
Don't support. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Julia, thank you so much for calling out. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a great New Year.
Let us know if you're running. Thank you.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
So I wanted to quickly shift because we only have a few minutes left, right? Because I really wanted to get a prediction out that is important, and I think this is going to happen in 2020, and it's the end of net neutrality. Are you familiar with that?
Mm.
So net neutrality is the concept that internet service providers, so like Comcast, it's the concept that internet service providers should provide access to all of the internet at the same speed, no matter what content it is, right? No, and it gets no preference. So if I'm Comcast and I'm delivering a net speed for a service, I'm not going to slow up speed over here because this is lower income, or I'm not going to charge this higher price because I control the speed of service.
Right.
And the ending of net neutrality is very, very detrimental, specifically to us. It's detrimental to business owners as well, right? Because it monopolizes. So, for example, they already did this in 2014. They forced Netflix to pay them, Comcast. And mind you, Comcast is one of the 6 media corporations that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They forced Netflix to pay them, right? So, and give them access to their customers by slowing down their service. So they told Netflix, hey, listen, we're going to slow down your service. So there was a time in 2014 when people were like, yo, man, Netflix is messing up. Can't get my videos, can't get my content. And that's because Netflix was like, yo, we're not paying you extra. You know, they were like, all right, well, we'll just slow down the service. Okay, fine. We'll pay you. You know what I mean? So now you got Comcast saying, okay, we're going to make sure you're paying this much for your service, customers. We're going to make sure Netflix is paying us, you know, for the faster speed. Meanwhile, the more of a demand that we get, the more we can charge the people.
Right.
Right? Now, why does this affect us? All right, so this is the reason why, and the reason why I said this is probably going to end. If net neutrality ends, then Comcast right now that is restricted, and all these other internet service providers that are restricted from doing these things, if net neutrality ends, they can do whatever they want. So this actually already happened, and it's starting to happen because the head of the FCC, if you don't know, FCC controls the media or controls the censorship issues. So, for example, the reason why FCC is so not necessarily for the people is because the rules of FCC is between a certain amount of time there should be no songs that are somehow insinuating sex or drugs, right? First, between, especially in the daytime. But all the hip hop stations got all of that,
Right.
all right. So we'll let that fly. Now the head of the FCC, I forgot his name, is a Indian brother, but Trump is real close with him. They're tight. And Trump is actually for the ending of net neutrality. Why? Because that helps support capitalism in a way. Not necessarily, but it does support bigger corporations. So if net neutrality ends, that means a lot of things for us. Number one, lower income. If we're getting charged like crazy for high-speed internet and we don't have access to the internet, we're cut off from so many resources.
Right.
If we're business owners, we don't get resources to innovating ideas. We don't get connections to sponsors and things like that. If you are a teacher and you want things into your school, you don't get the internet service that's going to provide the resources that help your kids in school, because you either can't afford it, or Comcast is saying, well, we're not going to provide this content that you want. We're not going to provide this content with our high-speed internet because we got these businesses that pay us more money to help them with their high-speed internet. Right? So when net neutrality ends, and more than likely it will end, it will be important. And then on top of that, if you're a parent that has your kid in school, you need internet. You need internet for so many things. Where we're going with internet, period, it's the way we're going to be living. So to cut this off from us or make it limited, it's another transfer of wealth to the ones that have, and a wealth being taken from the ones that have not. You know what I'm saying? So my prediction is that in 2020, net neutrality is going to end. And we need to be important that we are teaching our kids and ourselves how to be more tech savvy, how to get our kids more involved so we can figure out ways around getting information and exchanging information, because we can't lose that.
Let's hope not, Jay. How about that?
Let me scream out my two before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
Real hip hop is coming back in 2020. My prediction.
Ooh.
Well.
And baby mamas and exes gonna know their places in 2020.
I know that's right.
My
I can
prediction.
see that. I can see that.
That's right.
They gotta learn their place.
We're gonna leave on that note, because
Yeah.
I want hip hop to come back.
Definitely.
And yeah, baby mamas, exes need to
Know your place.
Know their place, man. For real.
We need to come back with a whole show on that.
Your history. Get out of here.
Yes, indeed.
You were history. You are
Get
not
out
the
of
present.
here.
Hey, we thank everybody for tuning in. Enjoy your new year.
That's
Enjoy
right.
yourself.
Same.
Enjoy your family. Be around good people.
Yeah.
And just know whatever you went through, the 2020 year, for us, it's going to be a good year.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
indeed.
I don't care what it was in 2019. It's
Yes,
going to be
right.
beautiful.
Yes,
All right?
indeed.
It's 94.3
Just a bit.
WYBC. Moving target. Peace.
Peace.
Ooh. They was getting it in.
Great show.
She was about to give us a
Oh
whole
man, they love
political
that.
lesson.
Soon as you start talking that political talk,
That's right.
let me tell you something.
I agree. I understand what he's saying, but Jesus, you gotta have both. He just be good on paper. That man is trash.
Oh man, he's super
He's a
trash,
horrible
yeah.
human being.
And you can see it every time you see a
Yes.
picture of him. He got that
Yes.
dumbass smile,
Yes.
that devil dumbass
Evil,
smile,
just,
yo. He
ugh.
knows it, yo. And he
Ugh.
know that smile says everybody else is stupid as hell.
Ugh.
Because he will stand up to the people and tell a bold-faced
Yes,
lie,
he will.
come back and say he didn't lie about it, even though you got him on tape lying,
Yes, he will.
and keep the same lie going at the
That's
same
what I'm
time.
saying. Like, how you get away? I don't understand how you get away with so much. I just don't get it.
White people. They stand up and eat that shit up. He said it that he didn't say it, and I heard him say it, so he didn't say it. What he said. Now leave him alone, Bob.
He said, Bob.
Shit is crazy.
Oh, I forgot to give my Easy Pooh a shout out. They did to that poor black girl. I just can't. We are
what?
That 21-year-old girl who had her own hair salon, and they came and shot her over some hair in Baltimore. She's a 21-year-old girl, got her own business, entrepreneur, and some they tried to rob her. Well, they did rob her. Stole like $3,000 worth of hair. She, and they jumped her and everything in her own store. People watched. Nobody helped. So she pressed charges. Got them arrested. They came back a week or two later and shot her in the head.
On the sling for
she got a 1-year-old baby.
When you end the show, how do you make sure?
She tried to have a business in her own neighborhood.
What do you do to stop her?
And they killed this girl.
Go live again?
21 years old. Beautiful girl, 21.
Our own worst.
Doing her thing.
You gotta be kidding.
Why not support?
You
Just
gotta
we
be
tear each other
kidding.
down. This is
It
why
doesn't
Trump
say end
wins.
broadcast.
Yeah, this
If
is
I
why
hit
Trump
go
wins.
live, it says
Killing each other.
This is
pause
why he
live.
wins. We look like
This
savages.
is why we unheard when it comes to the organ harvesting and its trafficking.